Hello, welcome to our CBT today. My name is David, and in this special video today, we'll be taking the next set of the likely National Common Entrance English questions. Remember, in the last class we had a few weeks ago, I told you that I was going to come up with another 40 questions that I consider to be very relevant and that you would need to ace up your preparation for the Common Entrance examination of this year. Now, if you are watching this video as an elder person or you have exceeded this class, because this video is basically for primary school or basic school class. So if you have exceeded that class, you are watching it as an older person, why not call on your younger one or pass the link of this video or click the share button to forward it to your younger one, or you send it to your friends if you are watching as a younger one, so that they can also watch and prepare to ace their examination. Now, you will see the year in front of each of the questions. That year helps you to make reference if you have the pack. Okay, so you can make reference to this question in the pack to understand better. Now, let's begin. Question 1 from 2018. Choose the correct option. She has not eaten anything. Dash. So now we need the correct question tag. This is called the question tag. Okay. So she has not eaten anything. Dash. What's the correct question tag going to be? It's going to be positive. Now, she has not eaten is a negative question. Now, a negative question will always go with a positive tag. A positive question will always go with a negative tag. So she has not eaten anything. Has she? See, she has not. Here has to be as she, not hasn't she. So as she. All right. Question 2. Choose the word that best completes the sentence. My brother is very good dash football. My brother is very good. So in English, people are often very good at something. He is good at painting. She is good at cooking. All right. So the correct option here will be what? Option C. Then question 3 from 2019. Choose the opposite of the word in bold. That means which of these words is in bold? That's generous. So what's the opposite of generous? The man was very generous. So first of all, what's generous? In order to know what the opposite of generous would be. So generous is an act of being kind, charitable, a giver. So a person who is not kind or a giver will be what from this option? You have kind, selfish, polite, or honest. If the person is not kind, is not generous, is not a giver, means the person is selfish or stingy. So that's option B. Question 4 from 2020. Choose the correct form. If I dash you, I'll take the job. If I dash you, I'll take the job. Now, this kind of question for higher level, say you are in junior secondary school or senior secondary school, I will have gone into details. But this is a conditional statement. Okay, it's a rule, right? And in conditional statements like this, what it simply means is that you are putting yourself in that person's shoes. If I were you, you are not the person, but you are just saying, if I were you. In other words, if I were in your shoes. So we use were for conditional, third person conditional. If I were you, I'll take the job. So where would be the correct option, which is option B. Now, question 5 from 2021. Choose the correctly punctuated sentence, meaning all of these sentences have punctuations. What are punctuations? Stuffs like this, full stop, what's this one? Exclamation mark, and then question mark, and then comma. So they are all called punctuations. They help to give meaning, okay, or sound to a particular word or group of words. So the words are all the same, but the punctuations are different. What's the word? What a beautiful day. So when you say what a beautiful day, you say it like it's an exciting statement, right? And because it's an exciting statement, an emotional statement, it has to carry the exclamation mark. What a beautiful day, or what a bright day. See, you say it excited, you will see somebody who is crying and say, what a beautiful day. You will see. So it's always said with positive vibes, excitement. So it has that, it carries the exclamation mark. So option B is the correct option here. Right, and then we go to question 6. The teacher explained the lesson clearly. What is the verb in this sentence? The teacher explained the lesson clearly. Right, you have a lesson, you have clearly, you have explain, you have teacher. Now what's verb first? In order for us to know which of these words is a verb. What is verb? Verb is an action word or a doing word. So the teacher explained, explanation, like I'm doing now, I'm doing something. So what is the verb then? The verb is explanation, explained. The teacher was doing something. What was he doing? He was explaining. So the verb here in this sentence is what? Explained, which is option C. Now, question 7 from 2019. Remember, if you want to understand better, you might go to your PAC series where you should be able to find this question in 2019. Right? So choose the correct spelling. Which of these words is correctly spelled? You have, they will all sound the same, but one of them, just one, is correctly spelled. Not to waste our time, that word is option B. Committee has 2 M, 2 T, and 2 E. Never forget it. So I have a trick for questions as this, because when you look at it, it will tend to confuse you. So what you need to do is turn to an empty space in your book and spell the word of memory, right? So when you spell the word of memory, you can now come back to your computer screen or to your answer booklet to choose, to compare, okay, this is what I spelled. Oh, this is the correct one. Then you choose the correct option. Now, if you are enjoying this video up until question 7, it shows that you love what you are watching and you want to see more of this. Why not hit the subscribe button right now so that when I make new updates to this video, you'll be notified by YouTube. Then you can come to watch. And like I said before, I made several other ones on English. I also did on mathematics, general questions, quantitative reasoning. They are all loaded in this channel. So after you smash the subscribe button, make sure you go to check all those videos in the channel as you prepare yourself to successfully beat the common entrance examination. Let's continue with question 8. Pick the correct word to complete the sentence. The children dash playing in the garden. The children dash playing in the garden. Now, what is, we have a subject here. The subject is what? Children. And children means more than one. So children means 2 or more kids. So, and when you are saying 2 or more kids, your verb or your connecting word there has to also be in the plural. You know, children is plural for child. So, what you have here has to be in the plural. You cannot say the children is playing in the garden because the children is more than one or refers to more than one person. It's actually 2 or more persons. So because this is plural, the verb here or the connecting word here, the correct article for this will be are. Okay, the children are playing in the garden. Do you get it now? Because there are more than one child. So that would be option C. Question 9 from 2020. Choose the synonym of happy. First of all, what is synonym? Synonym is another word for, okay? Another word for. That's what synonym is. So another word for happy from this option is what? If a person is happy, is the person angry? No. If a person is happy, is the person excited? Excitement to me something like, ooh, ah, ooh, wait, hey. No, you can be happy, but don't have to make all those, vibes. Okay. But if a person is happy, is the person sad? No, it's actually the opposite. If a person is happy, is the person joyful? Yes, the person is full of joy, meaning there is no sorrow in the person. So we would go for D as the correct option. And then question 10 from 2022. Choose the correct phrase. They've been friends. They have been friends dash childhood. You are from childhood, since childhood, with childhood, by childhood. Now, when it comes to a particular point in time, we use since. Okay, I've been here since morning. See, so we are speaking or we are talking about we are referring to a particular point in time. So when we are referring to a particular point in time, just know it at the back of your mind that we use since. They've been friends since childhood. So B is the correct option. Question 11 now. From 2022. Choose it. What is the past tense of go? Go means it's an action word. That's now. It's a noun word. Okay, go now. Now, what is the past tense of go? That would be what? Is it going? No. Going means something that is ongoing. Is it gone? Gone means past. Is it went? Past. Is it good? Good doesn't even stand a chance. So what's the past tense of go? That would be went. Go, went. You must have done present tense, past tense now. So go, went. Question 12 from 2019. Neither Tunde dash Bola was present. Now, assuming you were in GSS class or SS class, I would have gone into details on this. Okay, but like I briefly mentioned earlier, in a statement as this or a sentence like this, you often will have the subjects and the objects. Okay, but I won't go into it because I know you are probably in primary 3, 4, 5, or 6 class watching this, just preparing for your exam. So let me just make it very simple. Neither means one, or I can remake this statement as not one of Tunde or Bola that's present, or neither Tunde or Tunde is not present, Bola is not present. That's what it means. So the connecting word here has to also be in the singular. Which of these words means one? It's not going to be hand, because hand means two. It's not going to be but. But changes the gear of a statement. So it's going to be no. So neither Tunde, that means not Tunde is not present and Bola is not present. That's what it means. Neither Tunde nor Bola was present. So it has to be no. B is the correct option. Question 13. She speaks English dash than her sister. Now, this one is called a comparative. Comparative. When you are comparing between two things, you use the comparative. You must have been taught in, I think, primary 4. You have positive, comparative, superlative, good, better, best, right? So you use the comparative when you are comparing between two things. So she speaks English better than her sister. It's a comparative. So better is the right option. And then question 14. What is the comparative of beautiful? Okay, we just saw something like that now. What's the comparative of beautiful? Now you go and just throw your mind back to what you were taught in English class. Beautiful, in positive side, you have beautiful. In comparative side, you have more beautiful. In superlative side, you have most beautiful, right? Beautiful, not more, not beautifuler, no. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. So the comparative of beautiful is what? More beautiful. That's option B. And then we go to question 15. He is dash honest man. He is dash honest man. You need to put the correct preposition there. Is it he is a honest man? He is an honest man. He is the honest man. He is some honest man. Yes, in English, you know that honest, you must always pick the vowel sound to determine if it is placed as a, if a comes before it or an comes before it. You understand? Do I make sense at all? I think so. Right. If it is a consonant sound, you use an, right? If it's a vowel sound, you use a. Pause. All right, question 15 from 2023. Is dash honest man. Now remember the rule of English that when the word, the sound in the word, the dominant sound in the word, if it's a consonant sound, okay, you use what? Consonant sound, you use a. For example, a bicycle, a trailer, okay, a loaf of bread, okay. Now, but if it is a vowel sound like honest, or in honest, You use what? And. So in this case, this HON has that O sound. So we use an. Is an honest man. Right. There are some other words that will begin with H that will have the consonant sound. So that's why you must follow the sound. Okay. To determine if it is A or an that comes before it. But in this case, correct option is C. And. Question 16 from 2022. The synonym of begin is what? Synonym, like we have established, means another word for. So the synonym of begin is it close, start, stop, or end. The synonym, another word for begin is to start, right? Is to start, not to stop. So that's C. 17 now from 29. What is a verb? Which of this is a verb, rather? Which of this is a verb? Like we've established also earlier, a verb is a doing word, an action word. So which of these is a verb? Which of these is like a command word? We have walk, fast, turn, road. That's walk. Okay. Now I'll give you an instance. Say I am discussing with my friend, and somebody who is not my friend just comes to stand beside us, and I look him in the face and I say walk. What am I saying to him? Get out of here, right? So that's a command I give to him there. I say walk, meaning take steps. Or I tell my dog walk or back. I'm giving him a command. So that's a verb. So walk among these options is the correct action word, the verb there. Question 18. Opposite of arrival. Okay, another word for arrival. Sorry, the opposite of arrival is what? We have stop, leave, departure, coming. Something. If you have been to an airport, you will see there is a place that shows. You see an arrow. You see arrival, and then you will see another place that shows another arrow. Departure, right? They are words and opposite. So opposite of arrival is departure. And then 19. The girls dash playing football now. Okay, we've seen something like this before, which I explained in detail that girls are in the plural. Girls mean more than one female. So the girls are, okay, because are helps the pronoun. Okay, the girls are playing football. That's B. 20 now. Which of this is a pronoun? What's a pronoun? Is a word that is used instead of a noun. For example, Bimbo is a good girl. Bimbo, okay? So we have Bimbo is a good girl. This is a noun, right? This is a noun. So this is a noun sentence statement. So Bimbo here is a noun, right? So if I want to use, which of these words can I use to supplement or supplicate Bimbo that this statement will still make proper sense? That would be she. I can say she is a good girl. I can't say Kai is a good girl. I can't say Book is a good girl. I can't say Book is a good girl. It's only she here that makes sense. So Bimbo is a good girl. This one has the noun Bimbo. I can equally say she is a good girl. I'll still make sense. Okay, so she is the correct one. And then 21. He dashed to school every day. He dashed to school every day. This is continuous, something that is happening, future continuous. So for future continuous tense, you use goes because it doesn't stop. She goes to school. He goes to school every day. It's continue to happen. So that's goes. 22. Choose the opposite of kind. So someone who is not kind would be what? You have cruel, honest, gentle, quiet. So cruel means harsh, strict. Maybe strict is even less of a word. Harsh, wicked. So someone who is not kind would be cruel. Some call it cruel, some call it cruel. So meaning the person is terrible, terrible person. So Now, if you want to see many more of these kind of questions, because we are just rushing through this, okay? So you want to see many more of this, you should use the link in the description of this video to go to our app store, Google Store, iOS Store, download those apps and begin to practice hundreds of questions as this for free. Also, if you have questions, maybe you don't understand, you want better explanation, why not? Please use the comment section to communicate with me and I will be happy to treat your question. Let's continue and finish this. Now, 23 now. The boys have dashed their homework. The boys have do their homework? No. Done their homework? Yes. The boys have done their homework. They give it emphasis to the noun. Okay, so not do, not did or doing. Boys have done their homework. Sorry, emphasis to the past. Boys have done. It's a past. It's the word for the past. Their homework. 24 now. Which is the noun in where is the noun in this statement or sentence? The sun shines brightly. What is a noun? First of all, a noun is a naming word. Some other people say it's the name of a person, place, or thing, right? So what is a thing here? In the sun shines brightly, it's the sun. The sun is the name of a something. So the sun is a naming word. The sun is the noun. Option C. 25. Choose the correct article. The dash elephant is big. Correct article. Which of these is the correct article for this? An elephant is big. The elephant is big. An elephant is big. Some elephant is big. Okay? An elephant is the correct article. An elephant is big. If you say the elephant is big, everybody knows that the elephant is big. Right? So an elephant is big. It's the better one for it. 26. What is the correct tag? They left early. Remember, I explained this in question 2, I believe, on negative questions, positive tag. Positive questions, negative tag. Positive question, the tag has to be what? Negative tag. They left early, didn't they? They left early, didn't they? That's option A right there. And then 27. A group of lions is called a dash. A group of lions is called a pride. You must have heard it before. A pride of lions. So a group of lions is called a pride. Good. Alright. You use head for sheep. Okay. So a pride. 2020. What part of speech is quickly? Quickly. Is it a noun, an adjective, verb, or adverb? Quickly. What is an adverb, first of all? An adverb is a word that modifies a verb or an adjective, speaks more about a verb or an adjective. So, what part of speech is quickly? She did it quickly. She arrived quickly. He gives emphasis. That ly is just to give emphasis. So, and that is adverb. What part of speech is quickly? Adverb. Because the verb of quickly is quick, which is an action word. 29. Choose the word with the correct spelling. Okay, I explained this before, so how to ensure that you don't make mistake. I think in question 5 or 6, so you can go to make reference to understand better. So, and the correct word here is what? C, or cord. And then 30. He ran dash than me. Okay, we also seen something similar to this before. When we are comparing between two people, we say comparative, which is what? He ran faster. You know, you have fast, faster, fastest. So faster is a comparative. So he ran faster than me. Option C. And then 31 now. Choose the correct pronoun. Them are going to the market. Is that it? No. They is the correct one. They are going to the market. So option B. 32. Pick the opposite of noisy. The opposite of noisy is what? Is it loud, quiet, harsh, or sharp? That's quiet. See, when you're making noise in the classroom, the teacher says, quiet, meaning do the opposite of what you are doing, right? So the opposite of noisy is quiet. That's option B. And then 33 now. Choose the correct conjunction. What is a conjunction? Conjunctions are words used to bring together two or more words or phrases or sentences. For example, in this case, this is a phrase here, she was tired, or a statement. Then she continued walking. In fact, there are two independent clauses. She was tired, she continued walking. So she was tired, but she continued walking. So but changes the mood. That despite this was happening, this was still happening. You see, she was tired, but she continued walking. 34 now. I bought some oranges dash the market. I bought some oranges at the market. I bought some oranges in the market. Okay, I think in the market should be the correct one. Or at could also work. I bought some oranges at the market. I bought some oranges in the market. I think hat is a better rendering there. I bought some oranges at the market. 35 is the dash boy in the class. Now, this is a superlative statement here because we are not comparing in this case. We are actually saying we're actually going for the best pick, or the farthest, the highest peak. So, meaning there are so many boys in the class, there are so many tall boys in the class, but one of them towards all the other boys. And what word do we use for that? Do we say it's the taller of all the boys? No, because there are several boys. We say it's the tallest, it's the superlative of the boys in the class. So it's the tallest boy in the class. This is the correct option. And then 36 now. Okay, we've seen this before, right? You can even close your eyes and take it. We've seen it before. The plural of child is children. 37. I have not seen him. Okay, we've also seen something like this before. When I told you that we use since to refer to a point in time. So you can go and check question 1 to 5. You should see it there. I have not seen him since last week. 38. What type of sentence is this? Close the door. Like your mom say, close the door. It's like an instruction sentence, a command, an instruction. So is it declarative? No. Is it interrogative? Are you asking a question? No. Is it exclamatory? Like, close the door. No. It's not exclamatory. So close the door is an imperative. It's an instructive sentence. It's asking you to take an action, a quick and immediate action. Now 39. She sings, oh, we've seen this before. She sings dash than her sister. But some persons might almost make a mistake here. Because somebody may say sweetly, because they don't actually know the comparative of sweet. Okay? Sweetly. They don't know the comparative of sweet. They are not sure. So, but in this case, she sings sweetly. She sings more sweetly than her sister. So, more sweetly. It won't be sweet la. Okay? So, and then question 40 now. The last question for this interesting class. Take the synonym of intelligent. Another word for intelligent from this option. You have clever, angry, foolish, and honest. I will go with what? Clever. So, clever is another word for someone who is intelligent. All right. So, with that, we come to the end of the 40. I think this is the third batch of our English questions, of which we are using to prepare ourselves for the oncoming NCEE Common Entrance Examination. So, make sure you go and watch the other series we made so that you can be best prepared to beat the oncoming exam. And also remember that we have mathematics, general questions, quantitative, verbal, social study, national values education in this channel. So after you like this video, which you should smash it right now and subscribe to the channel, make sure you go check those other videos so that you prepare yourself robustly for your exam. And remember, I told you that in the description to this video right now, you see the link where you can download our apps on Google Store or Apple iOS Store. Begin to practice hundreds of questions as you prepare yourself to pass your upcoming exam. Don't forget my name. I'll see you again. Hi, I'm sure you enjoyed the content you just watched. To see more episodes as that, preparing you for your oncoming exams, smash the subscribe button on this channel right now and visit the playlist that we've made for you, covering over 50 type of different exams, including JAMB, WAEC, Kakao,